Hi guys, this is Soulazy and welcome back to the Infinite Me series where you and we discuss how life and luck really work. Interesting, powerful stuff to help you change your life. And I mean money, health, relationships, and more. When I found out about all these things, my life changed. Today I share them with you. I hope you can do the same. So this episode is about the heart and the mind. Sometimes we feel we want to do something, but our mind tells us, ooh, no, it's dangerous. Ooh, this could happen, that could happen. And other times we think there's something that's the right thing to do, we should do it, but then we don't feel like doing it, or we're lazy, we're scared, or ooh, I don't know. So when the heart and the mind are in conflict, who should we listen to? Who's the right one? Check it out on this episode. The heart and the mind. Let's get started. So imagine that this is you and that you have this beautiful, intelligent mind and this big, loving heart. So when I say heart, I mean your emotional heart, not your physical blood pumping heart. How do I know that we have emotional hearts? Well, one, I feel it. And two, for the skeptics watching, there are a lot of experiments that are being conducted. You can Google it, measuring the energy field that we carry around us, and often called our aura or our core. And so one cool experiment that I'll share is this Russian photographer. He used an aura camera, captured a video of somebody who was about to pass on. So final moments of this guy's life was captured on video by this Russian photographer using an aura camera. Now an aura camera can capture the frequencies of light that we may not necessarily be able to see. Some people can see aura, most people can't. So capturing this guy's energy field using this special camera, you can Google it. And so as he takes his last breath, you can see the light condensing itself and leaving the body. And it actually fits with the old age spiritual and religious theories that, once you pass on, you leave the body and you go back home. Now, the science of this is relatively new, but even though we have limited tools, limited science, it doesn't mean that it's not true because we feel it, right? So our emotions and our thoughts, let's go deeper into that and see how they affect one another and who should be doing what. So we know the mind to be the center of thoughts and the heart to be the center of emotions. How do they interact with one another? How do they affect our lives? Let's look at each one separately. We'll start with the mind. We know a lot about the mind because we spend most of our lives training our mind. We even go to school for years and years to get educated and to learn, to collect experiences, to memorize things, so that we know how to deal with situations in life as they happen. When something happens, you will check your mind and your mind will go to its historical database that's rich full of information and look for something similar, look for the closest thing and relate to that. For example, if I show you a banana, then you are going to think that, oh, it's a banana, it's a fruit, it's soft and sweet inside, and you will associate it with whatever you think a banana is, whether you like a banana or not. For example, I don't like eggplants. So if you show me something that looks like an eggplant, I'll be like, no thank you. It may not be an eggplant. It may be a completely new fruit that actually tastes so sweet and tastes like mango, something I like. But it looks like an eggplant. Therefore, I'm going to say, probably not. So the way the mind works is historical. It collects memories from your experiences and your learnings, and then it helps you learn from your mistakes. It helps you so that you don't repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Imagine that if if you didn't have memory and you didn't remember that fire is hot, you'd burn yourself every time you saw fire. You'd be like, "Woo, cool!" Wow, and that would be so cool. So the mind is your historian. It helps you track back, remember, and not repeat the same mistakes again. And that is the function of the mind. And now moving into the heart, on the other hand, is something that we believe can help you move forward. The best way, the simplest way to describe your emotional heart is that it is in fact a magnet. It is magnetic, if not a magnet. And so the heart is something that can help you move forward in life. Think about it. All the successful, famous people from the past that are known for their quotes, most of them, if not all of them, say, follow your heart. It knows what to do. Nobody says, follow your mind. Why is that? Because your heart is this beautiful magnet that is connected and is vibing with everything out there. It's vibing with other people, it's vibing with nature, it's vibing with the situation, the circumstance that you're in, it's vibing with the challenge that you're in. And so this magnet is connected with everything out there. It's a compass that can help you feel and attract appropriate things in your life if you learn how to use it. And the best thing about this magnet is it can feel other people's magnets as well. So when you meet someone you may or may not know, and sometimes you get this feeling, you're like, "Ooh, I like this guy," or "Ooh, he's in a good mood today," or "Ooh, I should be careful. This guy seems like he's going to he has some other intention. I'm not comfortable with him. I feel like he's not being upfront." When he's not saying anything, you feel it, right? So the heart has this skill called empathy. And what empathy is really feeling other people's magnet, feeling other people's vibrations. And then there's this other skill that the heart has, and it's called intuition. And we often say intuition when it relates to a circumstance with something you're facing or something that's about to happen. I knew it. This was going to happen. I knew it. I had a strong feeling. I had an intuition. It's the same thing. Your magnet is feeling things. Now, believe it or not, with practice, your magnet is not only feeling things, but is also then able to attract things. In fact, you are attracting things now, but because you don't have control over your magnet, you are attracting whatever it is that you're feeling. And as we learn about the heart and we learn about how to manage our emotions, about how to vibe, you can then filter and choose whatever it is that you want to attract more of in your life. And I'm not just sharing you a story and a concept. We will get into specific step-by-step details on how we can do this as we move along. So, interesting stuff. We spend our whole life learning about the mind and very little about the heart, when really this is our compass that can help us move forward. I hope this is pretty clear. I'm trying to keep things high level and general at this stage. Now, a good example, if you want to see heart, once again, look at children around you, your own or maybe other children just around you. If you look at children, you see that they're all heart because they don't have a lot in their memory bank yet. So when they're faced with a situation, the only thing they have is their magnet. And that's what they use. They're like, does this feel right? Yeah, let's jump into it. And they go all in. The mind is more cautious. It has its function. But because it's sometimes overcautious, it's designed to manage risk and danger, we as adults learn slower than kids, because kids just jump into it 100% and they're able to just absorb everything like a sponge and then move faster. Another thing about the heart is, because they're all heart, they're pumping with energy. The mind can be quite draining because this consumes energy as well. And in fact, it is almost or equal amounts of energy when you think about something versus actually doing it. You're consuming the same amount of energy, or you're using the same amount of energy to think about something when compared to doing it, So we imagine that we're doing so many things here, and then we have to do things in real life. Kids are just doing, they're not thinking, therefore more efficient, therefore more energetic. And so as we learn to balance between the heart and the mind, and we understand to use them appropriately, our lives will transform. There's a quote I would like to share from Albert Einstein, one of my favorite quotes, a beautiful quote about the heart and the mind. So Einstein says, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift." Now, what Einstein is saying here is that the intuitive mind, the heart, what we call the heart, he calls the intuitive mind, is a gift. And the mind, what we call the mind, the rational mind, is in fact a servant. And what we have done is we have created a society that honors the servant and that has forgotten the gift. Our education system teaches the servant and makes the servant the boss and forgets about the gift. And as you learn about mindfulness, about meditation, about the power of now, the law of attraction, you will learn more and more that the key to what you're looking for is actually in the heart. So once you are able to master the connection between the mind and the heart, you will then be vibing more clearly, vibing consciously, and you'll be attracting people and events and circumstances that can help you achieve your goals and your dreams, meaning you will consciously be making it happen for you. And it's a beautiful feeling. Now, in order to be able to do that, in the next episode, we're going to talk about a specific how-to. So the next episode is one of my favorite topics. It's the science of luck. You will understand how to make things happen. And it's continuing on the same concept, going one step further. I hope you're enjoying this so far. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when the next episode is out. If you feel like it, do share this with your friends on social media, on WhatsApp, whatever. I think everyone deserves to know this, without forcing them to do this, of course, because this is completely by choice. It must come from within you. And I will see you in the next episode. Oh yeah, another thing is, if you have any thoughts, questions, feelings you would like to share, do leave some comments below. I will do my best to respond to them. And see you in the next episode. Cheers. Hi, I'm back. So I got a feeling that I needed to add something at the end of this video. I'd like to briefly touch upon meditation. Now, I understand there are many types of prayers, many types of meditation, and I don't mean to stereotype all types, but I'm just saying that in general, the practice of meditation and prayer is focused on positive emotions. And because it is focused on positive emotions, what happens is that you clear negativity, or you forget about those negative things, and you start feeling good. And what happens is, because you start feeling better and you focus on the positive, your vibes change. And as your vibes change, you start attracting more positive things. So yes, in short, meditation and prayer can help you change your luck as well. So it's a good thing. Now, which meditation, which prayer, that's completely up to you. If you have your own practice, or you've learned somewhere else and you choose to follow that, that's also completely fine. What we want to share with you is the conceptual understanding that meditation helps, that prayer helps, regardless whichever one you choose. Of course, done correctly. You know what I mean. So yeah, stay tuned. Just for now, follow the concepts, and I will do my best to make sure you get the practice, or direct you somewhere where you can get the practice. So yeah, cheers. I'll see you. This time is the end.